Hi everybody, I'm Kenzie, and today I'm going to show you how to score a pretty basic round on QuizMate. So at the very beginning of the day, you're going to get a room assignment. This room you'll go to start scoring, and it'll have the number on the door. So obviously A League, B League, and Pee Wee, all the rooms are in here. I am just going to select A3 at random here, and then you're going to select whatever division you're scoring in. So there's A League, B League, and Pee Wee, obviously. I'm just going to select A League. And then you're going to select the round. So at the very beginning of the day, obviously you would select round 1. At the very end of that round, there will be a Coaches Agree Match Complete button. Once you hit that button, it'll automatically move you on to round number 2. I'll show you that later. So I'm just going to select round 1. This is a new feature. It's called the Room Key feature. So always at the very beginning of the day, your Quizmaster receives a packet. This packet usually contains question sets, coins, pencils, some other things. Now it'll contain a slip of paper with a 4-letter password on it. This password you're just going to put in right here, type in it. It's very, very important that you get this right, and I will mention that it is case sensitive. This is just to prevent two different scorekeepers from being in the same room, because that causes problems with the scores. So I'm just going to hit the unlock button. Now you're going to select your teams. So obviously whatever teams are in that round, red team and green team, based on where they're sitting at the table. I'm just going to select 2 teams at random. Now you're going to select whatever quizzers are at the table. So red 1 and green 1 obviously are at the center of the table, and then red 4 and green 4 are on the outside edges of the table. So you'll get their names from them, and you'll see on the buzzer box which positions are which, so you'll know who's sitting where. I'm just going to select 4 quizzers at random. Red 1 through 4, and then green 1 through 4. Once you've got all of the names in, you're going to hit this team set button right here, and it'll move you on to question number 1. So all Quizmasters read like this. Question number 1 for blank points. There are 10s, 20s, and 30s, so just fill in that blank. Whatever the Quizmaster said, that's what you'll put in. So I'm just going to pretend that he said question number 1 for 10 points. Now you're going to select whatever quizzer rang in. So there's red 1 through 4 and green 1 through 4. And there's a no response button right here if no one rings in. So I'm just going to say this one went to green 2. Now you're going to select whether they answered correct or incorrect right here. You'll see correct and wrong. There are 2 different buttons. So let's just say that green 3 answered correct. Once you see that the point value and the quizzer are correct, then you're going to hit this confirm button, and it'll move you on to question number 2. Again, the Quizmaster will read question number 2 for, I'm just going to say that they said 30 points there. Again, I'm going to select a quizzer, so I'm going to go with red 3. Now, if they answered incorrect, you'd hit this button right here, this wrong button, and it'll move you on again to the confirm screen, but you'll notice this time there's a confirm button and a confirm plus reread button. So if they interrupted the question, it'll be reread to the opposing team. You can see I'm still on question number 2. I'm just at the beginning so that I can put in the reread. So let's say the green 1 got the reread correct. I'd hit the confirm button. Now I'm on question number 3. Let's say that this one was for 10 points and it was a no response. Once you get to the quizzer select screen, you can hit this big no response button right there, and you can see it automatically moves me on to question number 4. So let's say that you accidentally hit a bunch of wrong buttons. It was actually 10 points, but you hit 20. It was actually some other quizzer, but you accidentally hit green 1. Why not? It was wrong, but you accidentally hit correct. Once you get to this confirm page, you can change the quizzer and you can change the point value that you put in. So if you just click on the button, I can select any quizzer currently sitting at the table, red and green, so I'm just going to select red 1. And you can change the points, same thing. There's correct values and incorrect values, so you can change it from wrong to correct and vice versa. Once you've got it all fixed, you can hit this confirm button. So if you completely fumbled a question and you don't even know how to fix it, you can hit this refresh button on whatever browser or device you're using, and it'll move you back to the start of the question again. So if you completely fumbled something, you can hit that as well. There are a couple other features, such as team foul and personal foul. So to put in a team foul, you just hit this button right there. Red team and green team, obviously, whoever gets the foul, you'd hit their button. Personal foul, same thing. It's a drop down. You can select every quizzer currently sitting at the table. Once you select their name, it moves you back and the foul is already in. To make a substitution, you come up here to this little gear button right there, and it pops all of this. To make a substitution, for the red team, you would hit this drop down right next to the red sub words right there, and every quizzer on that team is there. So I'm going to select a random quizzer, and then you can select whatever position they're sitting in, red 1 through red 4. I'm just going to go with red 3 because why not? And then once you've got that all in, you're going to hit the set button. Your substitution is automatically confirmed. You hit the OK button, and you're back to the start of the question. Same exact thing for a green sub. You hit this drop down instead next to the green sub words, obviously, and then you select their position. I'm going to hit the set button. My substitution's confirmed, and I'm all done. That's about it. So let's just pretend I'm on question number 20, even though I'm only on question number 5. Once the last question is done, you'd hit this check score button, and it'll show you all the scores for that round. So every quizzer and every team, starting automatically with the winning team and the losing team down here. So obviously you'd read out all the scores to the coaches, and the coaches have to agree with your scores. They've been keeping score. So if one of them does not agree, you'd hit this details button. Every record for the round is in there. So I have questions 1, 2, the reread for 2, 3, 4, and 5. All no responses and team fouls and personal fouls are all in there. So to change a record, let's say a coach said that question number 2 was for a different quizzer. You could hit this edit button on any record, and once you hit the edit button, you can change the quizzer to any quizzer on either team, and you can change the points from correct to incorrect and vice versa. So let's just say it was 10 points and it was for this quizzer. Once you hit the submit button, then you hit that OK button, it'll kick you back to the last question. Once you hit the check score button, you can see all the scores are automatically changed. Again, you can delete a record as well, so if record is wrong or it did not exist or something along those lines, you can hit the delete button, hit the submit button right there, OK, and you're back, and the scores are already changed again. If it was a tie, you would hit this tie/back button, and it'll move you back to the last question, and then you can keep scoring through overtime and or sudden death. Hit check score again. Once all the scores are in order and both of the coaches agree with your scores and the match is completely done, you hit this coaches agree and match complete button right here. Okay. And it'll move you back to the last question. Once I hit the refresh button, you can see I'm back to selecting my teams. You can see it automatically moves me on to round number 2, so you'll never have to select your round again. And you can just go about doing exactly what you did for the first round, and that's about it. Thanks for watching. Happy scoring.